So one of the things that we see in the law as technology improves over time is that the legislature has to respond to changes in technology and create new laws. 10 years ago in 2015, the legislature made a law saying that it was unlawful for a person to put a tracking device on someone else's property. Well, back then, the offense was only a second-degree misdemeanor. It was the lowest level offense that someone could get in Florida. Just this past year, the legislature changed that law, and they said that if you are guilty of putting a tracking device on someone else's property, it's now a third-degree felony. That means that committing this offense could subject a person to up to 5 years in state prison. With technology getting less expensive, these crimes are more and more common. I just got one of these AirTags and put it on my dog Rudy. Now there's some exceptions to this law, so just putting a tracking device on someone else's property is not in and of itself a crime. So one exception, of course, is consent. If you and your spouse or you and your friend share each other's locations, that's consent. You're allowed to do that. The second exception would be a parent of a minor child. So if mom and dad are together, mom and dad can put a tracking device on their child. If mom and dad are not together, then mom or dad can put a tracking device on the child if mom and dad agree, or if mom or dad has sole custody of the child, then they can put a tracking device on the child. Final exception, other than law enforcement, if someone is caring for an elderly disabled adult and a doctor thinks that it would be in the disabled adult's best interest to have a tracking device put on, the doctor can certify that, and that would also be an exception. But the thing to know is that putting a tracking device on someone else's property got a lot more serious in the state of Florida as of this past year.